Hi everyone and welcome. Thank you for being here. My name is Zoe. Another reading. I'm focusing on the week 2nd of June to the 8th of June 2025. I'm doing this a little bit earlier. It's a Friday when I do this. Interesting energy today. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm feeling probably just the energy is a little bit bland where I am. And one of the messages I got, one of the downloads I got is you need to speak up. So, when something is happening and you can sense it, you can feel it, you know it's wrong, and rather than allow it to play out, it's easier if you call it out first. Otherwise, if you let it play out, then it has to be rectified or, taken. It has to be rectified from the beginning. So call it out if you see it. That's the download I got for today. I'm going to give you a gemstone. I've chosen a gemstone for the collective from I put all these gemstones in a bag, and this one came out. I've never had it before, and I didn't even have a card for it, but I found my book, and I'll read you what it means. I've chosen a little bit of astrology for the week to guide you, some oracle cards and some tarot. I've chosen a little bit of tarot for the week. I just wanted you can fast forward as you know ahead if you choose to skip the intro, but along the week I have found some information that I need to share with the collective. As light workers, we need to be able to bring the truth and light to everyone that wants to hear it. Some people just choose to exist in their little world, their 3D world, and don't want to, even though they know what's going on is, look, I'm going to start off with invocation for all of us, and then I'll go further. So this is for all of us. I'm calling it out for, I call my power back to me. I call my energy back to me. I call my magic back to me. I am cleansed and disconnected from anything that may drain me. I am shielded from any energy that does not serve me. I am safe. I am protected. I am whole. And so it is. And this is for all of us, okay? The divine feminine, divine masculine, whoever's listening to this video. I did pray and ask for guidance. So there is a message here for you when you access this video. As I said to you, I'm focusing for the week, 2nd to the 8th of June 2025. Now, as light workers, and you're all awakened souls, I'm going to say the 5D consciousness, the final stage of awakening is letting go of all the frustration and anger. So picture yourself stepping into the 5D plane of existence, a realm characterized by heightened awareness, unity, and love. So this is not an escape from reality. It's a shift in perception. Instead of dwelling on negative aspects of the world, you begin to see the potential for positive change. So realize that there's a divine plan at work, and accept the challenge of being part of the greatest shift in human history, because that's what's happening. Now, so we're healing. We're healing not only our karma and our trauma, but generational karma as well. And it's unhealed pain passed through down through our DNA, through our blood. And this includes behavior and silence and addiction, abuse, shame, control. This echoes through generations until someone finally says, it ends with me. And that's the role of the cycle breaker. And I believe that's what we're all here to do, to heal. The one born to transmute. So we don't want to repeat that. And it's not easy, and it's lonely, and it's you're not just healing yourself. You're freeing your life, the whole ancestors, generational. So many generations before. That came before you. Look, it's sacred work, and it can be scary. So. If you think about it, and this is for the souls here today that are accessing the video, nothing feels the same. Nothing feels the same anymore, and that's because it is meant to be. So as we've shifted, you absorbed light and released heaviness and crossed vibrational thresholds that can't be undone. So you're no longer coded to tolerate what you used to normalize, right? And once you felt like home, what once felt like home may now feel really heavy. So what used to inspire you may feel, just, as I said, bland. This isn't regression, it is recognition. You're not shedding anymore, you're refining. You see your world differently now, and your movement is changing to match it. So your frequency is matching your reflections that feel like truth, not comfort. And that's what it's all about, is living in your authenticity, in your truth. Once you awaken to that, you just can't unsee it. A spiritual awakening is not usually pleasant, and often it feels like confusion, frustration, anger, sadness, grief, or being at a place. And this can be uncomfortable and challenging because it's an intense time of personal growth. But despite how difficult it may feel, you're not going crazy, you're evolving and awakening. So look, these things come to me, as I said to you, during the week. I read them, I put them aside, and I relay them to you, because it is, as I pray and I ask Archangel Michael to give me the guidance and to channel, he gives me the information, and then I can pass it on to you. And one of the snippets that came, it says, check all your relationships. Some are not soul connections. They're attachments you created to fill a void in your soul, left by low self-esteem. And some of it could be lust, fear, loneliness. Not all ties in your life belong there. Some are just replacing the love you haven't been giving yourself. So apparently we need to heal and love ourselves first before we can attract the right, the other soul that will be drawn to our frequency, our vibration. As we raise our vibration, everything that doesn't match our frequency falls away. Okay? So when you feel beyond just the physical, right? The ability to sense emotion and energy. So that's what it is. You detect dishonesty and deception with ease. The heart guides the way. So if you're living in your authenticity, in your integrity, and your truth, right? Your vibration is higher. And this is daily. We need to do this daily. We need to cleanse. We need to ground. We need to, when we're doing spiritual work, it's not just, oh yeah, we've done this for this week. It is a daily task. And as you keep your vibration high, whatever doesn't match falls away, or they won't be able to. It's just like, when magnets repel each other, the frequency is just. So an open and loving heart, seeking a higher ground without selfish motives, right? Without any shadow of negativity or harm. And you can invoke a powerful manifesting energy in order to accomplish your goals, right? This is what happens when you stand in your integrity and authenticity and in your truth. Then spirit can talk through you. You can download the information you need. You can ask the questions that will come to you, because you're not self-serving. You're not using it for anything other than truth. Okay, let's have a day. Authenticity is a higher vibration than love. Raise your vibe, and be authentic. Okay, and the other thing, of course, is we want to be loving and empathetic and doing all that, but empathy without boundaries is self-destruction. Unconditional love doesn't mean unconditional tolerance. You gotta train your boundaries to be stronger than your soft heart, and your mind to be stronger than your feelings. Otherwise, you'll be drained. So be kind and take no shit, everyone. Okay? All right. So enough of my rambling. I had to give you my introduction, and off we go now. I'm going to go straight to the gemstone. As you can fast forward, as I said, when the introduction ends. I'm going to put this on the video that it's ended. Gemstone is next, and I've chosen Aventurine. I'll spell it for you. So where did I put my book? I had a book here. Gosh, did I put it back? Oh, isn't that awful? I had a book that I put aside to read you right in front of my eyes. See, this is what happens. Now, I'll spell you the gemstone and I'll show it to you because it's quite Aventurine, and it's green. It's this one here. Aventurine, green. Now, it's various shades of green, and it relates to the heart chakra. So it assists in connecting to and healing deep wounds and patterns from your childhood, heals and soothes painful emotions held within the heart, assists those who are highly sensitive, nurtures the inner child in times of deep healing, allows you to acknowledge the loving, joyful child within, allows you to balance any insensitivity in your life, bringing in a deeper level of compassion, and encourages understanding and insight behind emotional issues. So let's heal the heart chakra, everyone. Okay, that's why this came out on its own. I put quite a few crystals in, and this one that chose the collective chose to be here with us today. All right, so that was the crystal done. Let's just look at the astrology and just see what's going on for this week. We've gone into June. On June 1st, actually, Venus meets Chiron in Aries, and Aries is feeling it at the moment. There's a lot of planets moving in there. So the Leo moon on the 1st is in trine to this, to Chiron, and Jupiter lose sextile. So if you want to address a delicate relationship issue now, like between the 1st and the 2nd, now would be a good time. Old wounds or forgotten sources of conflict may now come to the surface. If healing is not possible, sincerely acknowledge the pain can work wonders. So acknowledging, if somebody's hurt you, maybe you can raise it now. So, and on June 5th, Jupiter in Gemini forms, as you know, we're in Gemini season now, so happy birthday to all my Geminis. Jupiter in Gemini forms a sextile to Venus, and that's what really lucky, right? And one day later, the planet of love enters Taurus. So after the sextile, Venus goes into Taurus. So the focus is not only on sensuality and our relationship with nature, but also on the desire for security and stability. And Venus in Taurus loves jewelry and luxury. So keep an eye on your bank balance, right? Don't overspend. And on June 9th, Mercury and Jupiter enter Cancer. So just hours before, they form a conjunction in the last minutes of Gemini. So your mind could now be racing at full speed. However, it may not be easy to distinguish between thoughts and feelings. So don't take everything you hear at face value, not even the stories you tell yourself. For some, this time is an emotional roller coaster. Okay? Jupiter's change of sign is an astrologically significant event. So until summer next year, 2026, it will focus on issues such as belonging, receptivity, yes, I said it correctly, and family matters. The quality of this time brings us into contact with the archetypes of the Great Mother in all her forms and conveys a mostly welcome richness of emotion. Okay. And then, of course, immediately after entering Cancer on June 9th, Mercury is in tension with Saturn. So we'll do that next week, starting the 9th of June. So we're focusing on the 2nd to the 8th today. So to sum it up, let's have a look. Astrology, what we're doing this week. It says the week may be a bit of a wash. So schedule important work meetings on Thursday and Friday. So look, it has been, the start of the week is frustrating. That things might not work as planned. So it's hard to figure out why, and the vibes rapidly pick up on Wednesday evening, okay? And when as I said to you, Venus in Aries sextile Jupiter in Gemini. So making an exciting night for date and love. So Yeah, so even if they don't reciprocate, it'll be easy to bounce back with no hard feelings or awkwardness. So you can, arrange for a date night perhaps, or and if they do reciprocate, get ready for fireworks. And Thursday and Friday, incredibly productive days when it'll be possible to focus and find innovative solutions. Okay. The weekend outlook, by the looks of it, Saturday is a delicate period when people may take offence at any perceived slight. Oh gosh, it may be better to schedule solitary activities on this day and use Sunday to socialise, thanks to its cheerful and chatty vibes. Okay, so overall, week is okay. It's an okay week. All right, my lovelies, let's have a look. I always start with Archangel Michael, and he's given us a message today. And he says, dress in black, okay? I dress in black occasionally, but not all the time. But for some reason, Archangel Michael says thinks we need protection this week. So if I listen to why is the reason we got this card, he says, Archangel Michael is present and asks you to call on the protective colour of black as a means to shield yourself. Now, black is a colour that contains every colour within itself, absorbing all light that falls on it and gives out nothing. In colour psychology, the colour black gives protection from external stresses. So it has the ability to create a barrier, which therefore provides comfort and hides insecurities and lack of self-confidence. Okay, so why we got this? Because some of you, for whatever reason, might be public speaking, or you're oversensitive, and you're clairsentient, which is, the empaths out there. And if you're in a management role, or even in a social event, or you could be attending a function, a wedding, or going to a theatre, whatever, you need to protect yourself, okay? So if you can, dress in black for those occasions. Even if you've got an examination or an appointment or an important public appearance, right? Even on a dinner date, like a romantic rendezvous, just dress in black, okay? So this is a shield for my collective. So if you're feeling vulnerable or fearful, call Archangel Michael to guide you to the perfect attire when you're dressing, and always dress for success. That's my motto. So even if you're in doubt, but he says to dress in black, and for us, it's we're going to say we allow ourselves to be successful. We focus on success and appreciate the success in our lives. We are able to go out into the world with confidence and poise. We are calm and protected from any negativity that we may encounter. So that's for us, the collective. So there we are. That's that first card, and the next card for my light workers out there. This is the picture we've got. This is number 35, past life activation. Thank you for all of you that are coming back. For anyone that are new, welcome. I appreciate your energy. And if you don't know me, my name is Zoe. Let me introduce myself. Okay, so let's see. That's a really nice picture. I don't know if I've had it before, but it's yeah, as I said, you can fast forward to the tarot if you wish. Now, this is the image. You have talents within that have been developed through many varied life experiences. You have had many lifetimes already, even if you don't recall them consciously, helping you evolve and grow into the loving being that you are today. Your desire to grow in consciousness and spiritual power to assist the divine plan unfolding throughout the universe is heard and supported by the spiritual worlds in all ways. To this end, past life material is being activated now for your benefit and the greater good. So we are activating all the knowledge from our previous lives that will come down as downloads for us to be able now to remember and to be able to relay them, because there's a lot of us. I did read somewhere a number of the light workers that are around the world to help humanity raise the vibration of the collective. But I don't know. I think it was in the millions. I haven't got the exact number. I should write things down, right? Why have we chosen this card? Why? This card has come to us. If you've been considering a new line of work, feeling you'd like to express different talents, or have the urge to develop an interest in it and transform it into a vocation, you are very likely already feeling the stirring of that past life activation now taking place for you. Trust the changes you feel. A part of your divine inheritance is being restored to you. Okay. So we call on the activation of all past life gifts and abilities that will serve us, our greatest and most joyful, inspirational, soul-satisfying success in this lifetime. So this is what it's saying. You know, perhaps your gifts were challenging to a community in the past life, whereas now it can be, it would be more readily accepted because that community has matured spiritually over time. And your gifts will be valued and used for the greatest good for all in this lifetime. Okay, because we're cleansing what the memories and beliefs that even the programs that once caused us to self-protect and hide our talents. As we're healing and processing the pain and standing in our truth, we're reclaiming our gifts. All right, I like this image. It's like the Holy Spirit coming down. Love it. All right, collective, message for you there. All right, Goddess Isis always has, I love her imagery, always beautiful, divine feminine. Wings of Isis, you have a special spiritual relationship with the angelic worlds. Part of your soul purpose is to birth angelic consciousness and values such as fearlessness, compassion and service into this human culture. This oracle also brings your angelic assistance, intervention and confirmation too. For everyone watching this, you have a special relationship with the angelic worlds. And our fortune, oh gosh, for this week is beware. Beware, number 3. Be careful who you trust at this time. Well, Archangel Michael knew that when he said dress in black. Why has that come up? Number 3, let's have a look. It's be careful who you trust at this time. This card is a warning card. You could be in danger of taking too many risks, so be very careful in your financial and personal life at this vulnerable time. Avoid excessive alcohol, drugs, and food intake, and could lead to weight gain. Okay, so personal relationships, affairs of the heart could be very stormy. So now is not a good time to start a new relationship. You're likely to be vulnerable, so may not make the wisest choices this week. Okay. Take care not to become involved with someone who zaps your confidence in any way. It will only cause you heartache in the long term. And listen to your intuition and be on guard. You know, for those trying to con you or those who do not have your best interest at heart. This also represents a temptation. So avoid stepping out, people. Avoid adultery, no matter how tempting it may be. Don't mistake false flattery or lust for love, as it could end badly. Try and see people for who they are. Avoid putting someone on a pedestal. No one. You should never idolize anyone, even outside relationships. I'm talking about, you know, actors and actresses and all these people that are don't put them on pedestals. No, they just, yeah, no one deserves that. Yeah, you put on someone on a pedestal and they're disappointed whether the reality does not match your dream, because even all these people that are supposedly elite, when the truth all comes out, everyone will be so disappointed how greedy and money hungry they are, and everything is done for effect. Also, jealous friendships could surface, and a Judas or smiling assassin could cause you grief. A smiling assassin, huh? So let go of all toxic friendships as soon as possible. And in your career and money, the wrong advice could see you losing money, so beware. Don't get involved in any get-rich-quick schemes. You know what's not right. And don't lend money at the moment, because you're not going to get it back. Nor is it a good time to borrow money unless you're 100% sure you're able to pay it back. And keep a tab on spending, okay? Because you might be getting some unexpected bills. So, tip, let's see. Purchase a red wallet or wear red clothing such as a scarf, tie or dress, even underwear, to give you added strength. So under your black outfit, right, wear red undies. Okay. All right. So we've got this collective. No matter what our fortune is for the week, we're on top of it, okay? All right. And I have to give you a love oracle as well. What is this? Oh, gosh. Number 9. I don't like this. It's called the Distorted Feminine. Oh, I've never had this. I haven't had this card, so let me just see what it means. Distorted Feminine. Oh, gosh. Really? Okay. Let's see what it says. I've read the Distorted Masculine, but Feminine? Okay. It's time to recognize the distorted feminine in your life. Release these negative patterns and live fully and happily in the present. So the distorted feminine may not appear to run the world in the same way the distorted masculine does, yet it is just as commonplace and equally destructive. Now, the distorted feminine is characterized by negative emotions, and depression, neediness, a sense of going around in circles, or needing to, or need for pointless drama, like feeling unattractive or being trapped and powerless and, victim mode. So in this mode, the feminine can even be dishonest by means of manipulation, not saying what she really means, or by being unclear about what she needs. This gives rise to unspoken or even unfair expectations. So really, ladies, the divine distorted feminine, no one can read your mind. The distorted feminine may seek to catch out or trip up another in order to have something to be angry or upset about. So looking for stuff or information that doesn't exist. But if you keep looking, you'll find something. So anyway, this need for attention, whatever the cost, and expression of insecurity can damage her health, her relationships, and even her career prospects. And something, after centuries in the shadows, receiving little credit for her effort and shouldering guilt and blame at the hands of global institutions. And the feminine is tired, so maybe she feels unloved and unsupported by the masculine in the world. And maybe life seems like a struggle, while some of these things may be true. Remaining in the distorted feminine is not the way to resolve them. Now, we've drawn this card today because the distorted feminine is lurking somewhere in your life and is asking to be acknowledged and healed. Being honest with yourself about what is really happening is the first hug and first huge, because I'm reading this, the first huge step towards empowerment. So, look, if you're constantly becoming involved with the wrong kind of partner, do you blame your mate for the things that aren't working in your life? And do you second guess yourself or imagine that other people think ill of you? And are you afraid to ask for what you really need or want, and waiting until someone else figures it out and gives it to you? You were dwelling on old feelings of hurt or disappointment. So your angels and spirit guides want you to know that now is the time to bring this energy to the surface. Bless it for what it has taught you, then let it go. It is time to live and for the present. It is time to live in and for the present. Can't change the past. We don't. The future's unknown, but we can heal everything, ladies and gentlemen. The divine masculine, divine feminine is an energy. It doesn't necessarily relate to a female or a male. It's energy that we embody in everyone. Everyone has a masculine side and a feminine side. So that's it. Okay, so where did we go? Oh, tarot starts now. That was the oracle cards. And tarot start now. We've drawn a few cards for you. Let's see what this week brings. I shuffled before, and I pray as always. And we've got here, let's have a look. Okay. The heart of the matter is the Nine of Pentacles. So this is quite good. So money is okay. Nine of Pentacles represents independent wealth. This is, to me, she represents a divine it's a feminine energy. And if it is the divine feminine, she is doing okay. Living in luxury. Look at her in her garden. Beautiful, luxurious clothing and what have you. That's the heart of the matter. Maybe that's wish fulfillment. That's what the divine feminine wants. The challenge this week, damn. We've got an unexpected surprise. Could be good or bad. The Tower, number 16, Major Arcana, is massive. The Nine of Pentacles represents either a Taurian or Venus. It represents earth signs anyway. It could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The unexpected, the challenge, which is the Tower, fire energy, Mars, gosh, and the unknown factors for this relates to someone in the past. Gosh, something to do with the past. We've got Six of Cups, returning to one's roots, could to do with children. Turning point is the Four of Swords. It's all mental energy. It's rest. It's fear. Somebody needs a break. Obviously, could be their forced break, like an illness. And the outcome, that's okay. We've got the Page of Pentacles. Again, another sign. It's got to do with investment, but it's only a page. All right, so let's see what it says here. We've got here a independent, successful, financially successful person. It could be its feminine energy. You know, there's prosperity and wealth, abundance and independence. She's alone here, and she's created everything her own hard work, and she's thriving, doing extremely well. The challenge is something chaos, and it really represents, what does it say there? I can't see it. I surrender to the storm. So this could be bringing you out of a rut, because the chaos, destruction, sudden upheaval, could be anything, an unexpected change, which is a revelation. And it could be a little bit confusing, because look, things can be painful, and unexpected changes are quite traumatic, whether it's a divorce or a violent incident, or something happening where you did not expect it, came out of the, but it's to clear, to shake things up, to clear the energy this week. It could even be a natural disaster, but that's a challenge coming up. And I'm going to clarify this card. And the unknown factors to this is got to do with children. It has to do with childhood. It could be memories from the past. It could be reunions. And it's got to do with youth and youthfulness, innocence, simplicity. It's got to do with the past, and even, it could be two soulmates here. It could be children. This is what is unknown. The turning point is, this has caused so much fear, anxiety, stress, and feeling overwhelmed that the person is really overloaded. He needs a rest now. So the best way to do it is solitude and relaxation. Maybe this week you might need to be at peace and rest and have some quiet. Just, where you find sanctuary. It could be in your home or in meditation or wherever you feel comfortable. But it's actually all got to do with, there's 3 swords above here, and 3 swords always represent heartbreak, and 1 sword is here, and he's laying down. He could be, because he's, doesn't necessarily mean man or woman, but it is all got to do with the mental realm. So it's all thoughts, and sometimes, it represents depression because we're thinking, overthinking about past childhood memories or whatever. Don't know why the child is here. And the outcome is this, again, we seem to have a lot of earth energy here. Well, not a lot. We've got 2 emotions. We've got water and air. And the major arcana, being the 16th, is always not favourable. But so in any event, what the outcome says is you're going to have good news in earthly matters, so relating to the 3D. So it's actually got to do with something solid. So a solid beginning, and you can set goals with this. Developing a plan or laying foundations or taking advantage of an opportunity coming up, and excellent prospects. However, it's an investment. It could be in time, in something that you've, in work or whatever. It's only a page, so it's the beginning. So it's good news. I would like to clarify this. I'm going to just ask another card for the tap. Why is the tap? Oh, this jumped at me. I didn't even ask. Oh my gosh, look at this. The Page of Swords. Someone's spying. Someone's checking. Page of Swords. He's not a troublemaker, but underneath there, the Major Arcana, Judgment. Look at this, Judgment. The angels. Look at this. Bringing it to light. I'll quickly just tell you. Look, the Tower is not a bad one because Judgment is here. I'll give you quickly the meaning for that, because the Page of Swords is this individual. It's only a page anyway, but obviously someone, they could be checking out social media. They could be spying or checking out, and for what it says, it's see. You could be doing it yourself, but someone with a curious mind and loves to ask questions, a natural communicator, wants to share messages with the world, but is also a spy. But let's just see what Judgment with that represents. And Judgment comes after the Tower, and it says, it is time, this is your time to rise up. You're experiencing a huge spiritual awakening and realizing that you are destined for so much more. This is your cosmic up-leveling. Be ready to tune into a high frequency. So maybe this is what it's going to do. It's wakening the collective up, giving them a shock, saying, what are you doing? You can't just, you've got to call it out when you see something that's wrong. And in communication, you probably read something, because the sword is mental, it is thoughts, it is something in the written word, something you've said, something you've written. It's going to give you a rude awakening. It might have to do with children. You won't be able to digest it very easily. And then the outcome, which is the Page of Pentacles. Let's just get one clarification for Page. One card, Archangel. What is this? Again, they're flying at me. An ending. A complete ending. Betrayal. Gosh, I hate that. You'll just see that the collective's been betrayed. Well, it's a traumatic or sudden ending. But on the positive side, the ending is creating the space for a new opportunity to emerge. I can't just leave it on that card. I've got to do one more. An ending. But I don't like betrayal. Too many cards. One more. Why is the Ten of Swords here? Dr. Michael? Why? A card, please, for the collective. That's why I pre-shuffle. It takes forever to... Why is the Ten of Swords here? One card, just one, please. Something swift, and it's got to do with work. Something swift and something you're either working on or something to do with working with others. It could be creative, it could be whatever, but it's something that'll be very swift. The news will be very swift coming. All right, I think I'm going to leave it here because we can go on forever and clarify everything. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your energy. You know what to do. Your like, your subscribes, your shares, everything. Until next time we meet, wherever you are, take care, look after yourself. And until next time, bye for now.